too.
Where are you from? ¿Me lo van a regalar? Can we have speed?
Welcome to Latin America.
Oh, thank you.
First time here?
Yeah.
Welcome.
Thank you.
How long ago you started to write this story?
Oh gosh, 2003. What's that? My maths is so bad. It's 2003. 7 years. 7 years.
Wow.
And I started actually 8 years because I started 7 years when it was published.
Okay.
And 8 years, since I first started writing them. So a long, long time. And it's taken about that much time for them to make the movie.
Yeah.
It takes a long, long time to make. I've discovered it takes a long, long time to make an animated movie because they have to create the whole world.
Yes.
You know, the whole world and every character. And they care so much about it. You know, it's been fascinating to be, involved in the process because you see how much goes into these things. I mean, so much dedication and passion and work goes into it. Yeah. So it's taken them a long time. It's taken them 6 years.
Okay. At what age you began to identify with the dragons?
Oh, from a very young, I've loved dragons since childhood. I've always thought of them as very magical, inspiring creatures. And I think the idea that you could have your own dragon as a pet is just a very enticing idea as a child. So even as a child, I wrote a lot of stories. I wrote a lot of stories about Vikings and about dragons, but it wasn't until much later than I put the two together, if you see what I mean.
Yeah.
So I've always been fascinated by dragons, and I think lots of people are. I think dragons are one of those things that a lot of people, I think, share my fascination with dragons.
Okay. I'm impressed by the demonstration of friendship between the dragon and the kid.
Yeah. It's very moving.
Yes.
It's very touching. Yeah.
It was like you imagine.
Yes and no. Yes and no.
Okay,
it's a different thing. I suppose, a book, when it translates into a movie, it is a different thing. It becomes a different thing. So many people are involved in the making. With the books, it's just me. I do everything. I do the illustrations, I write the stories, I act out the characters in the head. And in a movie, it's so many different people contributing to it. It's the performance of the actors, and it's the it's the animators who are bringing it to life, and then it's the directors who have a vision. So it's a different process. So it is and it isn't like my vision. It's the books are mine, as it were. And this is a different thing. And authors feel very differently about this. I happen to find that very exciting. I find it, fascinating and exciting. But authors do feel differently about that.
Definitely. The movie suggests that young people can make their own decisions. Do you think parents will agree?
It's difficult to be. It's not as easy to be a parent as you think it is before you start. I know, I've got 3 children.
Okay.
And I think it is, I can see it from both ways. I can see it from the child's point of view, and I can see it from the parent's point of view. And I think it's a difficult one. It's harder. I think parents will recognize the problem.
Okay.
And will identify with that problem. And as a parent, you do your best, don't you? But I hope, as a parent, I try and let my children be, what they want to be, and appreciate them for what they are. But it's hard, that parent-child relationship. It's also lovely.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Amazing movie.
Thank you. Yes, you love it.